How's it going? My name's Michael Ebel. Just to tell you a little bit about myself, I'm from a small town in northeastern Oregon called La Grande. One of those places where a small community, everyone kind of knows everyone, and also everyone kind of works together to help each other out. And I think this really helped me develop kind of a sense of community and develop more of a cooperative mindset. And that carried with me, through high school, living in La Grande. I was pretty involved within the community through different sports and other extracurricular activities. Um, and then kind of moving into high school, I was again pretty involved. I played soccer, swam for a year, and then played tennis in the spring. Um, and I think that those experiences have really kind of shaped me into the person I am, or at least the person that I've become. And I got my first job as a farmhand when I was 15 years old. Anything from uh, building fences to bucking hay and clearing out bush. So that really kind of developed that work ethic that I think I developed some kind of a work ethic while I was in sport, but then also kind of that farmhand is just a little higher intensity and more physical labor. You kind of have to learn to embrace the suck. So I think that really helped me out there. And then again, just really involved in high school. I was in ASB, junior class president, senior class president. Also involved in FBLA, which is Future Business Leaders of America, and then, like I said, the sports. So it was kind of interesting and funny. At the end of your senior year, we would get these kind of senior mostest awards, and mine was the most involved, which I enjoyed, but I was going for something like cutest smile or nicest laugh, curliest hair would have been a good one as well. Um, but then moving on from there, I had the opportunity to play soccer at a local college, Eastern Oregon University. And so I played there for a year and injured myself kind of later in the season. Decided that I wasn't going to be able to play anymore, and then it was that was a bit of a fork in the roads where I had to decide, okay, I can either continue on this scholastic path and without really knowing what I was doing, just kind of going through the motions, or I could take a couple years off and do some traveling and kind of gain some personal growth, which I think was much needed at the time. And so I ended up spending a couple months in Europe, backpacking around, and then once I got home, I moved up to northern Idaho to work as a server at a resort called Hills Resort, which I felt was another character building opportunity. It's obviously a really fast-paced environment and super social environment, so I think it helped me develop socially, and then also being able to deal with stressful situations in a fast-paced environment. It became definitely a learning opportunity for me. And so from there, in the winter, I moved down to Breckenridge, Colorado to pursue my interest in skiing. And I was down there for a season working at the resort. And then once the winter season was over, I went back to northern Idaho at Hills Resort and had another summer up there. Met a girl, and we decided to take a little road trip, and we found ourselves in Salt Lake City, which we decided to kind of stay and make a little bit of a life for ourselves here, just because it's such a great central location to all of the recreation that we enjoy doing, and so here I started working at a local outdoor retail store called Level 9 Sports, and worked there for 2 years, and kind of working my way up. I eventually I started out as a sales associate, and then went into the accounting department just because I decided that I didn't want to be one of those people that kind of stayed in one job. Um, and I wanted to I felt a lot of motivation to pursue personal growth. And so I asked them if they had any internships available, and luckily they did in the headquarters. And so I went into their accounting department and then was eventually offered a position as a junior accountant. So I was there for, yeah, like I said, 2 years in Salt Lake City for 2 years. And then I moved back to LeGrand for the last few months. I decided that it was a good idea to kind of spend time with my parents. There was some health concerns going on, and I also got surgery on my ankle, so it was a really good opportunity to kind of finish my schooling and then heal as well. And so, and then now I've decided to come back to Salt Lake City and kind of pursue all these things that I really enjoy in a more professional manner. And so yeah, that's a little bit about me. Sorry if I bored you, but